Hi, it's Denise Mortimer here, and in this session, I'm going to lead you through a hypnotic process that is going to help you unblock your relationship with money. Money is one of the most emotionally charged issues that I deal with my clients. And so many people make money their master rather than their servant, meaning that they will say, "Oh, I can't afford to do this because I have got no money." This is saying that money has more power than you have, that you're not resourceful, that you can't figure out a way to make things happen. I truly believe it's not just what I believe that we're all patterned, we're all conditioned to think certain things. A huge portion of the population are conditioned to believe that money is hard to come by. You need to work extra hard for it. You need to be the hardest worker. You need to do more than everybody else. It's always going to be a struggle. And some people witness like traumatic events around the accumulation of money. Maybe you remember your parents would always fight about money, or your father would always spend his paycheck before he got home. Like there's so many different stories that go on around money. And we observe these things and we take them on board unwittingly, like just because we've observed them, and they become the truth of how we operate in the world. So I have quite literally had hundreds of one-to-one clients through my practice and thousands of group clients through my program, thousands of clients through group programs. And I felt it was high time for me to do something specifically about money for YouTube so that you set the time aside, you listen to this, you do the work, and if you do this work and if you listen to this audio on a regular basis, this is going to be as comprehensive of a session as I can give in a generic sense. Obviously, when I work with people on a one-to-one basis, it's more bespoke, and we would deal with very specific beliefs that you have around money, because it's not just like one money block. It will be a number of things that are contributing to that. It may be that you don't know how to hold on to money when it's in your life. Some people can make money, but they can't hold on to it. Like if they happen to have an extra amount coming in, they also happen to have an extra bill that they need to pay that month. Funny how that happens, right? Or the people just consistently hit an income ceiling. This was me for a long time in my business. I kind of had it in my head, locked in my head at a subconscious level, that I was only going to make a certain amount. And I say only, it was still a good amount of money, but I was just at that amount of money, and I would never exceed that amount. If by chance I made more one year, the following year I'd make sure I didn't earn quite as much, so that it always balanced out. So it always balanced out to pretty much the same amount of money. And even as you're hearing me speak about this, you may recognize yourself somewhere along the way that that's what you've done as well. You've been running a pattern of some sort. Most of us have. All of us will be running some sort of pattern. And my intention today is to assist you to break the more damaging patterns that are stopping you from acquiring, accumulating, multiplying the money that you do have coming in, and also giving you permission to bring money in, because you may even be in a position where you're like, I don't even have any money to bring in, because you don't believe that you're capable of bringing the money in. And it's like you might think, I have to work extra hard at my job, or I have to work more hours than anyone else. But today's session, it is a generic session, and there are sessions that are available that are bespoke just for you, for what you need to work through. But for today, if you do this session and then for future reference, you save this video, you save it, and you come back and you fast forward to the part where I start doing the hypnosis, and you do that for the next 21 days, you're going to start to see a shift in how you relate to money. Now, I need to make a few disclaimers here. What I'm sharing with you here is not suitable for you if you have mental health problems and you're on any kind of medication for mental health problems. This is your responsibility to exclude yourself from doing this work. This is not a replacement for any kind of psychiatric care. It's not any kind of medical intervention. This is purely a subconscious clearing process. So I tell you this, comment here, yes, I understand, and this is your responsibility as a grown adult to make sure that this is the right thing for you to do, okay? There's no harm that will come to you as a result of doing this. The most important thing now is, if you're going to do this, to find yourself a place where you can be safe, where you have time. You have at least the next, say, 40 minutes. I'm not sure entirely how long it's going to be, and I'm just going to keep going on. I'm not going to stop at any point, so I'll just keep going. But you've got at least the next 40 minutes to yourself, and where you will speak out loud. I'll invite you to speak out loud. You can say it in your mind's eye. You can speak it out loud, the things that I'm going to invite you to say. So if you're ready, I'm going to invite you to get very comfortable. Get settled into a chair somewhere, or lying down if you like. And wherever you are, this is the beginning of a rapid breakthrough hypnosis session. You do this for the next 30 days, and you will start to see shifts. You may even start to see shifts before that. And even as you're listening to these words right now, the process has already commenced. You're here because you know you want to alter your relationship with money. So as you get yourself into a comfortable position and you tune out the rest of the world and you just listen to my voice, you can't hear anything else, just my voice at the moment. You allow yourself to be safe, to be fully present. And as you take this position, this comfortable position, you're going to start with your eyes open. And I'm going to invite you to take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And again, take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And just one more time, you take a nice deep breath in. And this time, as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close down, right down, all the way down. And as you close your eyelids down, you just become aware that all the muscles, all the nerves, everything around your eyes just becomes so relaxed. Your eyes feel heavy and droopy and drowsy. And just give yourself full permission to be here, to listen to the sound of my voice. Give every muscle, every cell in your body permission to just be relaxed. Maybe more relaxed than you've ever been in your whole entire life. And as you listen to the sound of my voice, you see in your mind's eye a staircase of 10 steps descending. And you very intentionally and slowly start moving down these stairs, one step at a time, becoming aware that you can see your feet and hear them and feel them making contact with every step. So you move on to step 10. You find yourself drifting, going deeper and deeper to the most relaxed level. You move on to step 9, allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper, feeling peaceful, feeling relaxed. Moving on to step 8, you can see, hear, feel your feet making contact with the step, going deeper, just deeper into an awareness of your own self. Moving on to step 7, going deeper still, dropping, drifting. Moving on to step 6, allowing yourself to just ignore all the outside sounds around you. They only allow you to go deeper and deeper. And moving on to step 5, you're halfway down. You're finding yourself in the most calm, peaceful, relaxed state. Moving on to step 4, find yourself going deeper and deeper. Steps 3, steps 2, deeper, deeper still, the most peaceful and relaxed state. And as you move on to step 1, you find yourself in the most peaceful state of hypnosis, deeply shifting into the most relaxed, healing level of relaxation and hypnosis. And you become aware that you are now listening to me with your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is drifting away. And you know that hypnosis is not about being asleep, but it is about being open to hearing and accepting new things. And now that you know this, your brilliant mind is open to receiving and acclimatizing, taking on board new ideas. As we move into the session of hypnosis, I want you to just imagine right now that you're taking a walk and you're walking to a home that you lived in before you were 12 years old. Now, if you lived in many different places, you just instinctively and intuitively know which home to go to. So you see in your mind's eye the front door of this home. You go to the front door, you go through the door, and you go straight to the bedroom that was your bedroom as a child. And as you approach the door of this bedroom, you know on the other side of that door is a younger version of you. That younger version knows that you're waiting to come in. You have complete love and trust for each other. And so right now in your mind's eye, you see yourself putting your hand on the door handle. You open the door and you see the younger version of you sitting on the bed in this bedroom. And as they're sitting there on the bed, you look at them, they look at you, and you just intuitively know that there is something that is troubling this child. And you just allow your child to tell you. You say, what's going on? What would you like to tell me? And just let your child tell you what they want you to know. And it may be something very small, or it may be something very big. Let them tell you. Just ask them if there's anything else. And I just want you to notice how this child is feeling. I want you to feel it as if you're feeling it yourself. Then I want you to go over to your child and I want you to look at them in the eye. And I want you to say to them, I am now becoming the loving parent to you. And no one in this world can play this role like I can. I will always keep you safe. I will always listen to you. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be heard. You are so loved. And you are so valued. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Just notice how that child feels receiving all of that. And imagine that you are that child and you can feel that just going straight to your heart. Now I'm going to take you back to a moment in time when you may have made some decisions about your relationship with money. And in just a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1. And when I do, when I get to 1, your subconscious mind is going to take you to a significant time, place, and event when you made a decision about money and you were probably too young to even recognize that you were making a decision that still affects your life today. So in just a moment, when I count down from 5 to 1, your mind is finding exactly the right time, place, and event. This will have been a significant time, place, and event when something happened that shaped how you engage with money, what you believe about money, how money is impacting your life. After 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click my fingers and a scene comes to your mind easily, effortlessly, and automatically. And as the scene comes to your mind, I want you to notice how old you are and who's there with you and what are you observing? What are you seeing, feeling, and experiencing? Just let it play out as if it's happening all over again. Of course, it's not, but you can relive it as if it were happening. And as you relive this moment, I want you to consider what decision, what conclusions did you draw from this moment in time? What was the choice you made about money from this situation? And as you acknowledge the choice you made, I want you to ask yourself, is this still showing up in my life today? Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. If you can acknowledge that this is still showing up somehow in your life today, I want you to consider, how is this impacting your life? What is it doing to you? How is it impacting the relationships you have? How is it impacting the cash flow that you have coming in? How is it affecting your bank balance? I'm going to ask you a question now. This will be one of many different times when you experience something that has impacted how you relate to money. And I want to ask you, would you be willing to let go of this now? And I'm going to work on the assumption that you are ready and willing to let go of this now. So I'm going to invite you to do it in a very specific way. I want you to take a nice deep breath in and exhale. I want you to connect with every single cell in your body. You are the command center. I want you to connect with every single cell and tell every cell in your body, we're about to release through all time, all space, all decisions made about money, everything, because our emotions don't just exist in our mind, they exist in the cells in our body. So when you give this command to all of your cells that you're letting go of this now, you're letting go of it, never for it to come back again. As it leaves your body, and you shift into a new frequency. So in just a moment, I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. And when I do, I'm going to invite you to say out loud, I'm ready to let go now. After 3, 2, 1. I'm ready to let go now. You can sigh a sigh of relief, and you can look back and say, that's not who I am. That's not who I am. You have now given yourself permission to step into a whole new truth. You may feel a huge sense of relief as you let go of all guilt and all shame and all low-level emotions that kept you attached to that old belief about money. And right now you choose to have a more abundant relationship with money, whether it's bringing more money in, whether it's being able to keep and multiply the money. You are now redefining how you engage with money. Money now becomes your friend. You know that everything that you went through, all of the experiences in the past that have shaped you, have only helped to make you the incredible person you are. But it's no accident that you're seeing and hearing these words now, because you are ready to make that shift. And as you let go of all those experiences from the past that shaped and defined your relationship with money up until now, you give yourself permission to release from every cell in your body and to call in fresh new energy, higher level frequency, different energy. And as you call in this new energy, you give yourself permission to be abundant in all ways, abundant financially, abundant in joy, abundant in good health. You choose abundance in all areas of life. In fact, you can't help but notice the abundance around you, the abundance of flowers outside, the abundance of clouds in the sky, the abundance of stars in the sky, the abundance of everything, including the abundance of money. And as you move through your days, and as you have embodied this new frequency, you step into this new role, this upgraded version of you. It's always been there. You've always been there. But it's been hidden under these layers of stories that you told yourself. But the past is all gone now. It's all shattered. It's all gone. It cannot and will not affect you ever again. From this moment on, and for the rest of your life, you become aware of a profound transformation taking place. You no longer have to believe those stories. You no longer listen to those stories anymore. You see for yourself right now. Imagine your mind being rewired as you hear these words. Imagine what that neural network in your mind looks like. And just imagine yourself unplugging from the stories you used to tell and plugging in to a story of abundance, a story where you have a dream life, a charmed life. You can bring all the money in that you want, whether it's through a business or through employment. And you do this with such grace and ease because you've let go of anything that has been holding you back till now. There are no accidents in this universe. You're hearing this because you are ready to hear this. Everything is lined up for your life to work exactly as you choose. You are the designer. You are the master of your destiny. And you're hearing these words because your subconscious mind is ready for this level of programming. As you allow this to become fully embodied with every cell in your body, you take a nice deep breath in. You feel this landing, you feel the upgrade. You may feel tingles in your fingers and toes as this becomes your absolute new truth. And as you imagine now going into your life moving forward, you see the changes happening. You see the shifts every single day. And everybody around you starts to notice a change in you because you have shifted your frequency. And it doesn't just affect you around money, it affects all areas of your life. In fact, this beautiful magnetic new energy is creating so many beautiful things in your life. All the beautiful things in life are coming to you, flooding to you easily, effortlessly, all coming your way. Allow that to land with you. Allow that to sit in your soul. Allow this to become the truth of who you are. Feel it. Breathe it in. This transformation is so profound. It may be the most profound transformation you've ever experienced. Let this sit with you. It all seems so easy and so effortless now. In just a moment, I'm going to bring you back to full awareness. And when you come back, you're going to be feeling phenomenal, so empowered and so abundant. You can't wait to get back into the real world. All of this new knowledge, this new embodied energy. On the count of 1 and 2, you're slowly, effortlessly, and easily coming back to full awareness. On the count of 3 and 4, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling extraordinary and so liberated. And on the count of 5, you just take a nice deep breath in and you open your eyes. Welcome back to full awareness. Your job is to listen to the latter part of this audio for at least 30 days. Listen from the point on where we said, I'm ready to let go now. So find that in the recording. I'll put it in the notes. I'll put it in the description of the video. Find that point in the video. Listen to this day after day after day. Let yourself be rewired, recoded for success. Hope you've enjoyed this session, and I can't wait to hear how everything shifts in your life. Make sure you check the description of this video so you know exactly the part to scroll to. You don't need to listen to the whole thing over and over again unless you want to. Please share this with family and friends who you think may benefit. And I look forward to hearing from you when you start getting those amazing results in. From my heart to yours, bye for now.